What's up, guys? It's Jared here. Today I'm going over exactly what a mobile proxy is, how it works, and why it's different from all the other proxy types on the market in 2025. So first things first, what is a proxy? So a proxy is something that hides your real IP address and replaces it with a different one. So this is useful because websites don't know who you are or where you're actually connecting from. Here's a better example here. So let's say you are in Dubai and this is your IP address here. So this will be your actual IP address. And then let's say you buy a proxy in the USA and this is the IP address of the proxy. So this is the proxy's IP address and this is your actual IP address. So once you've properly applied the proxy to your computer or your phone or your anti-detect browser, this will be your IP address. And then once you open up a website or application, let's say, for example, let's go with Reddit. If you were to go to Reddit, Reddit is going to see this IP address here. In simple terms, that's what a proxy is. Now, a mobile proxy is different because it actually uses real mobile data from carriers like the big three here in the USA, which are Verizon, T-Mobile, or AT&T. Whether it's running through a phone or a USB modem with a SIM card, of course, it's always going to be connected to a mobile network. So in turn, this gives you real mobile IPs that websites trust more. Now, who does this benefit? This will benefit people doing Amazon, Reddit, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, anyone doing automations, media buying like Facebook ads, app development. I mean, the list really goes on. Just anyone dealing with platform bans or shadow bans like Reddit, for example. So how exactly are mobile proxies better than the other proxy types like residential proxies and data center proxies? Mobile IPs are shared across a lot of users, right? And if a website were to block a singular mobile IP, they risk blocking, for example, 50 plus legit people. And that makes websites more cautious, which in turn makes mobile IPs a lot more trustworthy, compared to data center or even residential IPs. Because of all these benefits, we actually see fewer bans on most sites and way fewer CAPTCHAs, which in turn saves you time. With one mobile proxy, you get access to tens of thousands of real IPs, at least when buying from us. Some other providers give you, a couple hundred IPs, or they have a small subnet, which is bad. But yeah, you're assigned one IP at a time, and it changes each time the IP rotates. And in order to rotate the IP, you would just use a rotation link, or you can set a timer to automatically change the IP address after, every couple minutes. Now, some things to watch out for when buying a mobile proxy. Some providers say their proxies are private, when in reality they are not. So for example, this is bad because let's say you buy a mobile proxy and there's 4 people connected to it. And let's say all 4 people are on Reddit at the same time. And user 1 is absolutely like going crazy on Reddit, commenting, mass posting, like doing bad things. This could possibly cause a chain ban across all 4 people if they're on Reddit as well, using the same IP address. So that is bad, and you want to avoid that. Now, another thing, resellers. So some mobile proxy providers, they actually resell proxies. They do not actually manage the proxies themselves IRL. So this is bad because let's say you are here and then your proxy goes offline, you would have to message the person you bought the proxy from, and then they would have to message the person who's actually managing the proxies. Issue here is this could cause longer than usual support times, and you're not actually messaging the person who's managing the proxies, like at the source. So yeah, that's something you have to look out for. And third is rotation delays. So some proxy providers will issue a proxy, but there is delays when rotating the IPs. And this can be an issue if you're running like automations, or you want to be able to, do a couple actions on an account and then switch over to the next account really fast. Some providers, set 5-minute delays or 3-minute delays, which is really annoying. But yeah, ours is 15 seconds, so it's essentially nothing. But yeah, now lastly, bad support. Support is like one of the main things that you want to look out for. If they're not responding quickly or they don't have a set schedule, that is a red flag that you have to look out for. Now, why is Centrocell different? So at Centrocell, we actually run everything in-house. Every proxy comes from a real device that we actually own and manage. Powered by real SIMs on the 3 major USA carriers. This is Verizon, T-Mobile, and AT&T. And our proxies are 100% private, no third-party middlemen, no shared access. And in fact, we actually give you access to a portal or a control panel where you can actually see all the logs to verify that it's not shared and to be able to change the proxy's password whenever. And once again, you get quality mobile IPs, instant rotation, unlimited data, and a setup designed for performance. If this helped you better understand how mobile proxies work and you're ready to take the next step, we actually put together a simple text guide to help you get set up right away. Whether you're automating, scraping, or managing accounts at scale, just click the first link below this video or head on over to centrocell.com. I appreciate you guys watching. Drop a like if this was helpful, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.